Welcome back to Fog Entertainment. We're here with Season 2, Episode 4 of Par Book 4, and Gennard is on the drugs. I talked about last time how I thought the ending of the episode was extremely weird, but I think what's happened is that Gennard just took a batch, that's the one we're looking for, of the drugs that Walter was trying to sell. I'm going to assume that's it, why he's like tripping out so hard, or they're just simply trying to portray the fact that the guy has turned into a junkie. Not really too sure, but he's freaking out. He's imagining all the people he's killed. Meanwhile, the police looking into all these deaths. Tommy is top of that list, but it just makes you think, like, if he's faked his own death, right, in New York, then why is he like not under arrest for that? He's still driving around in his pickup truck, not doing much. And why, as the police are following him, he's teaching Miguel's sister to drive. It's just like such a jobber subplot. This, no one really cares about it. You see, Gennard, he's putting baby powder into the drugs. He's getting real sloppy. I think Gennard will probably, I don't know, man. It's almost weird that, like, you could CBI split in half with this treason group, even though most of treason have now fled the nest, so to speak, and they're going to join other crews. You almost feel like, what is the point of Gennard even existing? Like, he's getting threatened every episode by about 10 people. I mean, Tommy went to his front door and threatened him, and what did he do, Gennard? Yeah, he did nothing. He literally just let it happen. So, again, what's Gennard doing? Not too sure about him in that part. Tommy is then spotted by one of Miguel's crew with Miguel's sister. The guy follows Tommy into the bathroom, and Tommy just kills him, and it's like, well, I get why he killed him, because, I mean, it was self-defense, but what does this achieve? And then he just kills him, and it's like, how does Tommy get away with all these murders, man? It's funny. Yeah, and you get D-Mac out on the streets. Tommy ain't too impressed though with D-Mac. He's like, if I find you in those corners hustling, then I'm going to kill you. But it looks like D-Mac could be about to get a love interest here called Genesis. Do we care too much about that? Probably not. Tommy though, he sees Diamond with this cop, the dirty cop for last season, who takes the money. Essentially, Diamond agrees to give the guy 50k, meets up with him later, gives him the 50k. The guy wants another 25k. And I'm really wondering at this point, why the hell Diamond just wouldn't kill this guy. Yeah, and before, oh, but he's a cop. Yeah, but he's a dirty cop. You know, you can't just be forking out 50 Gs, 75 Gs every time this guy wants a bit of money, so don't really grasp that. Fick is then told by, is it Ophelia? I'm always forgetting her name. They head down to Gloria's bar. I mean, the fact I can remember Gloria's name but not Flynn's daughter's name, and it turns out it's actually a bit of a strip club, which Vic is pissed off about, and this is just stirring up him more towards going against Walter. Polly then meets with Brendan, essentially goes behind the back of Walter. Walter said he would get the money to Brendan. Polly, don't even dare about it. Because he did, Brendan jobs Polly out, says that he went behind his back, and then Walter essentially fires Polly. You can see that I think Walter Flynn, great character in season 1, right? And he's come out with some great lines this season, but I think they butchered the character. I do. I think they butchered him. He's not up to much. You're also seeing that in the prisons this episode, you know, looks like we're going to join together here so we can sell as much gear as possible in the prisons. We'll see how that goes. The Serbs then meet with, is it Ophelia? Fuck, Olivia? What's her name? Your sister? Fick, what's her name? Her name is completely, I'm losing track of it here, but Gennard, he's still freaking out being a junkie, not much is going on there. And then we get a scene, essentially, where Gennard looks like he's going to be killed by Miguel and co, but then he's saved by Miguel's sister walking in. Then it turns out that Fick's been ID'd for a murder, which, if you remember, was last season when him and Tommy went in. Fick killed a guy, then the bodyguard and the woman left. Fick then gets pulled in for questioning, but then he's quickly out of there. He was late for the wee pickup party. So yeah, Fick, I mean, this ain't looking good for him, but essentially what they said is, we don't want you in here, and he's released, so fair enough in that regard. But is Fick, right, gotta agree with this killing of Walter? I can't believe that his 2 children are actually going to kill him, even though he's done them pretty bad in the past. Like, just not really grasping but what is going on here. But yeah, Walter and Polly, they've cut ties, and then the episode, it pretty much ends, right, with Tommy agreeing with Diamond, right, we'll set up this dirty cop, we'll try and get him to work for us, but he's having a date, so to speak, with Miguel's sister. He then heads over to Diamond's barber shop, the cop pulls the gun, he's like, why the fuck would I do information for you, lowlife? Like, they're trying to portray this guy as great, even though he's a dirty cop. Is it the race play that they're trying to go for? Or they're like, oh, he's black, he can't be dirty. I don't, honestly, I genuinely don't know what we're going for here. And then it looks like he could be about to kill Diamond or Tommy, which obviously he's not going to be allowed to do. And then what happens? Boom! A bullet goes off. We don't fade to black. Turns out the dirty cop's dead, and it was actually D-Mac that killed him. So yeah, D-Mac has absolutely annihilated him, and boom, D-Mac has killed a cop. But it's a dirty cop, so I really think, I mean, we've seen our fair share of cops get killed in this franchise over the years. I mean, I get it. D-Mac's quite young and Tommy's his uncle, but he's pure pretending here like that this is going to be like the biggest death known to man. It's like, Tommy, reel it down a wee bit, big man, and you'll be alright. But anyway, what did I rate this episode? I don't know, this season's not really doing it for me. Like, I think last episode stepped up a wee bit. No, wait, was it last episode? No, I believe I gave last episode a 4. I gave episode 2 a 7. It just seems very up and down, man. So yeah, I'm going to give this episode a... What am I going to get? I'll get a 5, man. It's just not really doing it.